wants you to live for yourself. He wants you to be prideful and put everybody else below you.
He wants you to live for yourself. Oh, God forbid. God fucking forbid. Greetings everyone, my name is Black Witch Dyra, back with another video. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty uninspired in terms of making YouTube content. It's not something I've kind of thought about in terms of like topics or what to cover, but I thought it's been a little while, so I thought I'd just do something lighthearted. So today I'm going to blind react to woke spiritual TikTok, and by woke spiritual TikTok I'm specifically looking for videos that you know, the kind of conspiracy theories about Satanism and all the shit that's on there basically. But before I get into that, I have a few things to announce. So Dark Arts Academy, we are flying with that at the moment. So this month just gone, we have covered blood magic and pacts. Specifically, I show you how to make your own demonic pact. I enjoyed filming that so much. It was all very theatric and I just loved it. And for this coming month, the month of June, we are going to be focusing on baneful magic, which I'm also super excited for. Not just baneful magic, but also necromancy. So some really dark, delicious, exciting stuff coming up. So if you are interested in joining the Dark Arts Academy, the link is in the description. We also have the Bones and Nightshade Coven. So this is a little bit more light-hearted. This is perfect for the beginners, it's perfect for intermediates, it's perfect for anyone that you know, probably wants to learn about things that aren't really demonolatry related or black magic related necessarily. We cover all sorts on there as well. I would say the coven is a little bit more eclectic in terms of what we cover on there. So yeah, the coven is also going amazingly, and I'm going to put the link as well in the description. And my final announcement is that I have created a demonolatry journal. So the idea came to me really randomly, and I thought what people need when starting out in demonolatry is a really simple way to format their recordings, because I think people get really overwhelmed with the idea of like making a book of shadows and making it look so pretty and all of this. Like, there's value in like making a beautiful book of shadows, but at the end of the day you're not focusing on the actual information and your actual journey if there's too much focus on like, oh, like it needs to look a certain way. So I created a demonolatry journal. It starts off with some prompts, basically asking you things like, what do you want to get out of your demonolatry journey? What are your goals? What are any fears or reservations that you have? Who are you drawn to working with? Just like to get you thinking about where you want to go with this. And then there's space for you to record the demons that you work with. So it gives you space to write down all the correspondence information, the sigil, your experiences, your thoughts and feelings, just basically how the whole thing went. So the link for that is also in the description. Anyway, into today's video. I have not searched up any videos on TikTok just yet. So I'm literally completely blind reacting to this. Demon explains hell, Satan is real. Oh, this is literally just a movie trailer. I'm not gonna watch that. Right, I'm gonna type in something different. Okay, let's type in Satan conspiracy theories. Okay, this is a good one. People think this is the truth.
I swear these artists worship the devil. You see the symbols in their videos, it's not accidental. They sold their souls to be famous, it's not a debt they can settle. Just check the lyrics, you can hear it on every instrumental. These award shows aren't about the music or visuals. They're designed to be identical to satanic rituals. You buy tickets to concerts, you're not aware they're performing. Black mass in the fans, they're part of the ceremony. The industry been infected, Illuminati agendas. Communicate with the youth using messages in our records. It's all black magic. Wanna hear the devil? Play the track backwards.
Oh, this fucking shit about playing tracks backwards. It's such a reach. Have you actually heard it? Like, I remember there was this like Beyonce thing, and they, like single ladies I think it was, and they played it backwards, and it was like, they said like, it said like, oh, the lyrics back was like, oh, I love you Satan or something. It didn't sound anything fucking like it. It's such a fucking reach. Okay, that's enough of that one, but something, whenever I see things like, because there's a lot of stuff about celebrities, and there's shows, like you had the whole thing with Astro World, and then like, you know, people were talking about Sam Smith. I responded to a video talking about Sam Smith, right? I was like, do you know how fucking insulting it is to like have your spirituality, your way of life, and your practice compared to someone like Sam Smith? And saying that Sam Smith is like Sam fucking Smith. I never thought I would see the day where I would have any association with Sam Smith. It's just so bizarre to me. Anyway, also, like they say, like, oh, have you seen their performances? Have you ever seen a metal band perform anymore? This shit ain't old. Like, why do you think metal bands do it? Like, are you saying anything about metal bands? Oh no, because it matches the genre of music and it's their aesthetic. They do it to be fucking edgelords. It's the same thing. Like, what makes more money than getting a reaction? What makes more money than controversy? In Revelation, chapter 2. I'm not gonna listen to any videos about the Bible. If I'm ever debating anyone and they bring up the Bible, I switch off completely. Like, you know, if you're going to use the Bible to make a point, then your point is automatically fucking void. You're not thinking for yourself. Like, you know, this whole thing of like, oh, but shut the fuck up. Like, this whole thing of like, oh, but the Bible says, like, okay, and, like, do you even know who wrote the fucking Bible? No, I've typed in woke talk, and it's just saying loads of shit about pronouns. I'm finding it really hard to find content to react to here, but somehow when I don't want to react to it, it just absolutely fucking spams my feed. There's one here about Kim Kardashian saying she's a shapeshifter. Now, here's one about Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is someone that they like to talk about as well. Let's listen. It's so creepy if you're left in the walk. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. I can't believe people are actually reaching for this. And funnily enough, they're not coming up with any lyrics for this section because they can't find anything that might fit their narrative. I didn't hear Satan there, I heard 7! Like...
Because in magic, they recite things backward. Aleister Crowley taught them to learn how to talk backwards. John Lennon actually knew how to speak backwards. There's recordings of him speaking backwards. And they do backmasking on their albums where they actually play things in reverse. Led Zeppelin, followers of Aleister Crowley, did this on one of their albums. So you're getting literally magical messages.
Yeah, but like, even if that's true, I don't really think that... What was it that she said just a minute ago? Like, it's creepy when you're in the walk. Like, surely if you want to like put some magical sentences in your music, you'd make them make fucking sense. Oh, here's another one, the Beyonce one I was talking about. Say I love you, Satan. It's meant to be Say I Love You, Satan, apparently. Amazing. It's so creative. Everyone's so... No, what is it? Everybody's so creative.
For fear that you'll lose yourself in their expectations of you.
Well, I've felt that way for a long time. And then I see my big face on that movie screen with no makeup on and my natural hair color, and I'm like, oh, I just gave it away. I mean, you know, I have always liked Shapeshift.
Apparently, like, the caption says, they don't even hide anymore. I've always liked to shapeshift. Like, you can't fucking say anything without someone making it into a conspiracy theory, can you? I can't really find much else under this. So, what am I... I'm just gonna type in Satan is bad.
Do you know who Satan really is? He is the father of all lies. That's what his name means. It means the accuser. He lives every single day to accuse you for your sin, and he wants you to be just like him.
So, Satan means accuser. Kind of. It also means the adversary in Hebrew. When you're looking for definitions on or translations on what demon names may mean, it's difficult to find things that aren't absolutely Christian washed. So yeah, you're saying his name means accuser, but you're twisting that to fit your narrative. You're not talking about that it means adversary and what adversary means. So, you know, cherry pick your information.
He wants you to live for yourself. He wants you to be prideful and put everybody else below you.
He wants you to live for yourself. Oh, God forbid. God fucking forbid.
He wants you to die. The Bible literally says that he steals, kills, and destroys, and he wants to do that to you. So none of you should love him or like him, because he hates you and he wants you to burn in hell with him, and he wants you to worship him in hell.
If you say so. If you say so. Jacob Coin? That's how you say it.
But guess what? The Bible says that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess in heaven and on earth and under the earth, which is hell, that Jesus Christ is Lord. So sorry, Satan, you will bow down to Jesus too.
Sorry, Satan. Every tongue will confess. To what? To what? Like, there's this whole, like, fucking importance on confession, but, like, if you live authentically and without shame, you got nothing to fucking hide. So there's just like this whole like obsession around confessing things, obsession with confession, if you like, kind of makes me think like, what the fuck are you doing behind closed doors that you need to confess to? Like, what the fuck are you up to? Because I don't know about you, but like, I live my life in absolutely no fear of anything, any secrets or anything being found out about me, because I got nothing to fucking hide. I've got no shame. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, what do I have to confess? What do I have to fucking confess? Luke 10:18, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Jesus, I'm pretty sure you were born after that. This one is captioned, Lord forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. Well, that's nice of him. What a loving, benevolent God. You know, you're really converting me here. Anyway, I feel like I've fallen into Christian TikTok a little bit, which wasn't my intention, 'cause I don't really like talking about Christian views on things, because you don't get anywhere with it. Like, nowadays, if I get any comments or any kind of backlash from those people, I don't respond, because like at the end of the day, I believe in religious freedom, and if I believe in religious freedom, then I have to accept that people have their beliefs, and that doesn't have to affect me at all. So I don't respond to that, because you know, if you want to be a Christian and that is true to you and that is true to your heart, you know, do what you want. Like, it doesn't affect me. So I'm not one for responding to that stuff today. So yeah, I didn't really want to fall into Christian TikTok that much, but woke talk is the one I more have a problem with, because it's like, the irony being is that they use the word woke when they are so chronically online that they just follow whatever they see online. I was like, how's that being woke? Like, you're still not thinking for yourself, you know? You're like consuming this content. None of these thoughts are your own. You're not woke. Like, you've not come up with these conclusions yourself. There is no awakening involved here. So that's why I hate woke talk. Right, I'm just gonna type in woke talk Satan. They always use the same music as well, like that American Horror Story music. Katy Perry sold her soul to the devil.
About 20 years ago, world-renowned pop singer Katy Perry confessed in an interview to selling her soul to the devil for fame and money.
That's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil. Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
And 20 years later, she's now crying for help from suicide.
Yeah, but like maybe she did. Like, who am I to say that she didn't? But again, like, it's just this whole thing of like you know, like when Lady Gaga said about the whole shape-shifting thing. Like, you're taking it literally. Like, she could be being fucking sarcastic, because obviously that's like a thing. Like, if you're famous, you must have sold your soul. So Katy Perry was talking about selling her soul, right? And then he's like, what's happened? Yeah, she was talking about selling her soul, and then the guy was like, she feels regret because she turned her back on God and Christianity. And, you know, she's feeling regret and she's feeling shame. But the shame and regret she expresses in this video is not for turning her back on religion. She's saying she feels shame and regret about her mental health. Like, she's ashamed of the fact that she's having these suicidal thoughts, which is like, you know, for someone like from what I've seen of Katy Perry, she seems to be quite a kind of like bouncy and positive and vibrant artist, which is what she obviously wants to portray to her fans. So she's going on stage and feeling like shit. Like, how is she going to perform in the way that she wants to, and how is that going to be authentic? So obviously she's going to feel immense pressure and shame around that. So, but again, it's like just twisting it to fit the narrative. Okay, so we're going to do one more because I'm just conscious of my camera and that it might die because it's the most unpredictable piece of technology that I own. Or the dark secret history of Halloween. Let's
the Celtic paganism called Druidism, and of course, Roman Catholicism. First, let's talk about Druidism. The Druids were the pagan priests of the Celts over 2,000 years ago. These Druids had two main holidays, the Beltane to mark the birth of summer, and the Samhain to mark the end of summer. During the summer, the Celts paid tribute to their sun god, Baal. At the end of summer, they would pay tribute to their god of death, Samhain. This latter ritual, Samhain, was the Druids' most important ritual of the year, taking place on November 1st. The Druids believed that on Samhain, the veil separating the dead spirits and the living opened up, allowing the dead spirits to visit the living. Frightened, the Celts would wear costumes and masquerade as demons, evil spirits, ghosts, goblins, etc., hoping to convince these roaming spirits to leave them alone. The Druids also performed human sacrifices. They would require the firstborn child of each family, and these children would be sacrificed on the eve of Samhain, October 31st.
The dark secret history of Halloween. So first of all, like, none of this shit is a secret. Like, this is a simple Google search, and like all the hashtags are like hashtag exposed, hashtag matrix. Like, do you think that you've just delivered this information off of your own back to the world? And people love, like, child sacrifice has just become such a buzzword in the woke community. Like, you know, look at these shoes. They're clearly made of the skin of a child. And obviously in this day and age we know that sacrificing children is not an acceptable thing to do. I'm sure you'll find it across Orthodox religions as well. You know, these are ancient times, things are very different. Doesn't mean they were acceptable, but they were different. Different things were acceptable at that time. You know, the amount of war and death, just absolute fucking genocide in the name of Christianity, but no one's going, oh, the dark history of Christianity. Yeah, human beings are fucked, just generally. They're just generally fucked. And you can't really blame that on one particular religion. You know, people do insane shit in the name of their gods, and that's just, for some reason, how some of us are fucking wired. So yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be it from me today, guys. I find that woke talk is mostly, I don't know, I feel like a lot of it is actually quite conservative, which is interesting because usually you'd associate liberals with being woke, and now me personally, I have a complete disdain for ideologies on both sides of the political spectrum. I'm not someone that votes because I don't believe that it fucking matters. Everyone's got the same thirst and agenda for power, and my little fucking scribble on a bit of paper ain't gonna change shit. So, yeah, I don't consider myself really anywhere on the political spectrum. I just think humanity is just insane as a fucking whole. Like, collectively, we are all fucking nuts. So, yeah, I just find it interesting that a lot of these just feel very conservative, very like Christian based, while being woke is like associated with being liberal. So yeah, the disease of wokeness. You are not protected by the disease of wokeness, depending on your political beliefs. So that's interesting. No one is exempt from the disease of wokeness. Anyway, that's going to be it from me today, guys. But I'll just quickly mention that I am nearing 1,000 subscribers now. And I thought for basically just to thank you all for your support of this channel, I'm going to do a little spell tutorial special when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to do that for every kind of milestone I hit. So if you want to see that from me, please subscribe to my channel so I can hit that goal. And yeah, follow me on my socials, check out the links below, and I will see you in the next one.